Hi everyone, welcome back to Come On Cooking with Nikki. I just am feeling good today, you all, and I wanted to share a quick video with you all on an easy spaghetti. This video is dedicated to my fellow disabled people that have a hard time cooking. You all, I just wanted to share a little story that's got me so motivated to want to share this video with you all. Well, when we moved into our new place that we're in now, met a woman who had a stroke too. Her affected area was on her right side, and I speak to her every morning that she comes out. I won't mention any names, but we were having conversation, and she was talking about how hard it is for her, and she doesn't cook, and both me and my husband was very curious about what she ate. So my husband asked her, well, what do you eat? She said peanut butter sandwiches and bologna sandwiches. And I just got so moved by what the Lord has blessed me with to still be able to cook. And on top of it, share the videos with you all. If you haven't subscribed and you want an easy recipe that is low budget and quick to make, subscribe to me. So let's go ahead and jump on into this quick spaghetti recipe. Like I said, dedicated to disabled, because my channel's for disabled, big families, little families, anybody who's wanting to learn quick and easy recipes. So the ingredients you'll need today is, my black bowl down there, got a little over a half a pound of ground beef. You'll need some sea salt, onion powder, garlic salt, Italian seasoning, garlic and herb seasoning, parsley flakes, and a can of diced tomatoes. And I believe that's a 14.5 ounce can. Any brand, whatever you have on hand. Then if you want to make this exact recipe that I'm making for dinner, you'll need a small red onion, red or purple, excuse me, extra small green pepper, medium sized to small white onion, some cherry tomatoes, and your favorite bread. If you want garlic toast like I have got, I purchased this at the Dollar Tree. I've been on this Italian kick lately, you all, and I talked about the Dollar Tree ingredients I had got on my other video, my cheesy baked ravioli, which hasn't been uploaded yet, but it's coming, you all, and check it out when you can. So we're going to jump on in and get our skillet turned on. So we're going to ground our ground beef in. We're going to put that on a 4.5 on my stove. You all, you can actually put it on 5, but I'm in a little bit of pain today, and I'm going to stay close by my food. So I'm going to turn it on to 4.5, I mean, and get that pan to getting warmed up. And I really want to show, like I said before, I'm dedicating this video to some of my disabled followers on other techniques. So I'm going to be going into detail on how I'm doing stuff one-handed, because like I said in previous videos, my left arm still does not have mobility. It'll move like a little bit, but I have to really tell my brain to have it move. And so even if you don't have the one side working, I just want to go into more of a detailed video on showing how I use utensils and ingredients to make a meal, and just doing it one-handed. So we got our stove going on, getting the pan warmed up, and mine's just getting there. You also need some water and a pot. And then I have a bigger pot. I know you all seen that, but I'm using this particular pot. For one, it's just me and my husband eating tonight, and for two, when I drain those noodles, it's easier for me to carry it with a handle like this. And mine handles, they have the what is it, like slip proof. It's like at the rubber handle, so it's better grip wise to hold on. Like I said, these are Rachel Ray pots and pans. Said that videos way back, but that's the reason why I'm using this pot. So we're going to go ahead and get our ground beef in our skillet. actually, you can do this as well. I thawed this out earlier today. And I believe when I thawed my ground beef out earlier, I had a hole in the Ziploc bag because we got a family pack of ground beef and we broke it down into where we should be able to have 2 or 3 meals out of it. And so there's a little bit of water liquid in there. But it's okay because we're going to drain off all this fat and that liquid stuff. We're going to drain that as well. Get that a stir. I'm just going in this motion just to ground up this ground beef. And let's jump on into turning on our water as well. So turn on our water to about a 6. Now remember, season your noodles. So you're going to need, that's where your sea salt comes in. And I'm just going to give like half of a teaspoon of some salt, as well as a half of a teaspoon of some olive oil. And what the olive oil is going to do is help your noodles from sticking. Let's get the seasoning up this ground beef. I'm going in with onion powder. And I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of that. Now some of you all might get confused. My white onion I'm also going to dice up and put in this meat as well. Next we're going in with garlic salt. Just a couple of dashes. Remember, we are dealing with salt there. Just a little sprinkle of some black pepper. And we're making spaghetti, so we gotta have that Italian seasoning. A couple of dashes, sprinkles of that. Maybe about 8 to 10 dashes. Get this another ground up. We're having a side salad with just the cherry tomatoes. I'm going to slice up some purple or red onion. And I might even, just depending on how I'm feeling with finishing this video, is maybe make my knockoff version of an Olive Garden salad. And I'll show you how to do that. The only thing you'll need for that, besides your salad mixture and your cherry tomatoes, is a can or a jar of banana peppers and Olive Garden salad dressing. You can find that in your local grocery store. In our grocery store, I bought it at Kroger's, Aldi's. We've been really crushing on Aldi's lately, shopping there for our groceries. So, and it's closer to where we live at now. But you should be able to find that in maybe your Walmart, the Olive Garden dressing. And that's all you need. And black olives, they do put black olives in it. I don't have any black olives today, so if I do wind up making it, I won't be having any black olives in it. How many people like black olives? Let me know in the comment below. I'm a fan of them. And green ones. My husband, not too much. So now I'm just playing with this. I'm going to let this continue to brown up so you can see all that liquid at the bottom. We're going to drain that and get rid of that. We don't need it. And while this is cooking, we're going to go ahead and get started on our vegetables, getting those cut up. Our green pepper, white onion, and our red, green, and white. I'm not too sure why they call this a red onion when it clearly looks purple to me. Anybody know the answer to that? Comment below. Curious to know. So, also, for those that haven't seen before, this is a disable cutting board, and I showed before it comes with these compartments. You just slide it in there, cut up your veggies or whatever you're cutting up, and just toss it over, and it'll land right in your container. And it came with different kinds of graters in each one. I don't know if I have. Here's the one right here, like this is like maybe where you would do cheese or something, and you just slide it in the rectangle spot and just grate whatever vegetables, and it falls in your container. This is another one. and I have used them. The only thing about it is like when you're grating something, sometimes it has a tendency to want to pop up. That's the only negative I've seen on that. So let's jump in to get these vegetables cut. Sorry, you all. Now, I talked about these disable knives. They're called rocker knives, and they're by a brand called UMOGI. I do like these knives, but I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you all. The tips break off, if you all can see that. I've tried to cut into something to get it sturdy and just rock my way down, and the tip fell off. It broke off on my husband. We've had 3 of them break off, so. But other than that, they do work still pretty good. I'm still using them. But I will let you know that the tips do break off. Or maybe we just got a bad batch. But just to give you all a heads up, if you're thinking about purchasing, I mean, most of the things I purchase are on Amazon. So I'm going to go down in this motion, down and cutting that green pepper. I was trying to get it halfway, but this side is thicker than the other side. And then I just lay it on its back. I'm just doing a rough chop, just to try to get it down to where it'll be easier for me to do in a rocking motion to get it diced up. Okay, and I do not want these seeds. Set that to the side. Our meat is smelling good. I could smell it over here from dicing these. You see how I'm doing this? Just use, it goes in a rocking motion, and it just makes it a lot easier to cut. Even though the tips broke off on my knives, like I said, I'm still using them because I'm going to get my money's worth of pay for them. And they still cut to where I need them to cut. You're just going to keep rocking back and forth until you get pretty much a little bit smaller. Pieces about this size. You all can see that. I'm just going to finish dicing it up, and I'm going to dice up the white onion as well, about the same size as the green bell pepper. And I will see you all back here after we get this diced up. Alright, you all, I diced up my white and green onion, got it in my container, checked on my ground beef, and seasoned ground beef. And this is, I only did half of the white onion, but the whole thing is the small green, extra small green pepper. So what I'm going to do now is, also, one of the ingredients, I'm making spaghetti. I didn't tell you all you need spaghetti noodles and just a little hint of sugar. You can use white or brown. I prefer brown, but I only have white today. So if you're making this exact recipe, you'll need a little bit of sugar.
Why the sugar?
The sugar cuts down the acid in the tomatoes a little bit. So some people that have heartburn, it helps. Excuse me. And then the sauce is going to also have the diced can of diced tomatoes in it. It's going to break some of that down. And they said it helps with heartburn. And since I have the stroke, I've been getting heartburn, and I have noticed a difference when I do put the sugar in. So it's not going to make it extra sweet. So we're going to drain this ground beef. I've already got. Before we drain this, go ahead and set your oven on whatever to cook your bread. My box says 425. Some boxes might say 400. And I've already got my oven set. I'm gonna show you how I drain this ground beef. Drain that fat from off of the urine liquid. And what we do here at our house, we put a bowl underneath our strainer, and I just drain that all in there. And I'm going to be, don't clean this yet, because you're still gonna need it. I don't want all that grease and fat going down in the bottom of our sink and clogging it up. That's why we do this. And once it cools, then we'll get rid of it. I'm just draining all that, converting the meat back into the skillet, you all. Just put that right back up there. Now set your skillet back on your burner. Just turn the heat on to about a 5. I'm going to go ahead and dump in the diced onion and diced green bell pepper. Now if you have a yellow or red bell pepper, use it. Use whatever you have to make these recipes. I mean, you want to make it exactly like mine, then you'll use exactly the way how I have it. So I'm just gonna let these green pepper and onion cook up. A little bit soft, but still like a little bit of bite you want it. In the meantime, we're gonna grab our diced tomatoes that my husband has opened up. I still have to have my husband open up cans for me because our electric can opener. I'm draining these tomatoes right in the same. Now, another technique, when you do have somebody open up the can, you know, it's real sharp. And if you've ever been cut by one of these, you know what I mean, it hurts. I mean, that small cut from a can make it hurt. So what I do, instead of trying to stick my finger down in there or anything else, I just take the top of my sink nozzle, I just push it down in there, so that way when my husband's taking out the trash or anybody else takes out the trash, they don't get cut by it. Put that in there. We got a nice little sizzle going on. Our water is getting ready to come to a boil. And then we're going to go ahead and put those noodles in and cook them for about 11 minutes. Making sure that all this onion and green pepper is getting cooked too. And I'll let y'all know when we'll be done with the peppers and onions on the way how I like to have them. Please tell anybody you know about Come On Cooking with Nikki. If they're looking for easy recipes that are cost friendly, I guess if you want to put, I try to tell you all where at stores I try to get stuff, and I also try to look at the prices to give you all a understanding on how much you're spending or need to have to make the recipes that I make. If I by chance forget to tell you all you're wanting to inquire to know, just give me a comment. Go down in the comment section and I can respond back to you and let you know what store I got it at and about how much it ranges. I might not be in verbatim exact, but I can give you about around the about price that you're looking at. You have the same stores that we have. If they're carrying that certain product, it's a start. But you can just say, well, I am on a set income, so I do try to do recipes that are not too expensive, but are delicious on top of that. So my onions and peppers are getting almost to where I want them to be. And our water is coming to a rumble over there. So I'm going to start putting our spaghetti noodles in. And I used to, before I had the stroke, I used to break my spaghetti noodles with both hands in half. But now, I just throw them all in there. And I also noticed that it's easier for me to get the noodles, get them open and get them in a noodle container. They're easy for me to do it that way, because they'll just drop right there instead of splatting all over the place, all over the counter. Like, I do get some, but I get less than what I used to when I would use to try to get them out the box. So I'm just going to let those sit in there. You will need to stir them, because they will stick together, even though you have the olive oil in there. And the salt is, of course, to give it the noodle flavor, but trying to time out everything as I'm going to tell you all. Kind of like now, here in like another 35 seconds to a minute and a half, our onions and bell peppers and ground beef mixture will be done. And then we're going to add those diced tomatoes in. Okay. And I did decide I'm going to show you all how to make the knockoff version, Nikki's knockoff version of Olive Garden salad. Get my shears here. Set our salad mix right there, and I'm just using the iceberg garden salad mix. It has carrots and cabbage in it. So we're gonna get these tomatoes dumped in there. Now these tomatoes have already stewed, like, so it's kind of like they've already been cooked. And we're gonna set that heat down, take it down to a 3. Those incorporated in there. And if you can find Italian style tomatoes, this would be really great with Italian style. That means they're already seasoned with Italian seasoning. And if you do find those, do not use Italian seasoning that we put in the ground beef earlier. You don't want to be overly seasoned with Italian seasoning. But if you don't find the ones that have the Italian seasoning, do like what I have been doing with the recipe. The onion powder, the garlic salt, and then the Italian seasoning. And I did not put our garlic and herb in. I want to add that extra flavor in there, garlic and herb. I'm going to do about 2 dashes of our garlic and herb. 2.5. We're just going to let that hang out right there. Give our noodles a quick stir before they start getting stuck together. And spaghetti is not good when the noodles are stuck together. I do not like it. See, when they're long like that, they just start cooking and they start to sink down. They're like going and sit in their hot tub. But you do want to give them a stir so they don't stick together. Now you let those cook for about 11 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, and about 11 minutes usually. And we'll come back and show you how to drain your noodles, and we'll get started on this sauce and before you know it, spaghetti dinner will be ready. I'll be back. Alright, you all, I'm giving my noodles, as y'all can see, a quick stir again, so they are not sticking together. Let that hang out for another 3 to 5 minutes. Give it a quick stir on my sauce. Let's jump on into the salad. Okay, so to make Nikki's version of Olive Garden's knockoff, their salad, my knockoff of their salad. So like I said, you'll need the Olive Garden dressing, and here it is. And this is a 16 ounce. You'll need banana peppers, red or purple onion, and I'll use a quarter of an onion and cut it into like moon shapes. Got them in the bowl. So we're gonna get started on open up the salad. This is another thing that this cutting board is good for, is to open up something like salad mixes like this. I just take out the bowl that was underneath, put it in, let it sit up there. And get your shears. Just had mine. Get your kitchen shears and just, mine's are broke. We accidentally broke them, so it's broken in piece right here, so it's a little hard for me. Need to invest and get another pair. I keep forgetting until every time I have to pull them out. How many times has that happened to you all? That you need something from the store and you know you need it and you keep on forgetting to get it, and when you do go in a store, or if you're shopping online or something, you know. Like I said, they put black olives in their Olive Garden salad, and I don't have any black olives, so you're going to dump your salad mix. And I believe they use romaine, not iceberg, but this is Nikki's version of Olive Garden salad. So you got that. We're going to give this a quick rinse. I'll throw it on there. Bring that excess water. And I'm just using the same kitchen utensils over and over. I'm not trying to do a bunch of dishes tonight. It's Saturday. I did some fall decorating. Just kind of find a spot to clean up. Okay, so you got your lettuce mixture washed. Throw in your onions. I mean, you can put this in any kind of order as you want. One that was sticking together. And put your cherry tomatoes. While you're over here, if you can, you have both hands, you can, I don't know, fit in this pocket, but if not, we'll work it out. Your cherry tomatoes and your grated Parmesan cheese. Throw you in some tomatoes. I'm not putting a lot of tomatoes in ours because we got the tomato sauce and the diced tomatoes. Okay, give it a quick toss. At this point, you'll want to put your black olives in too. Mine is just fell. And I gotta share something with you all. When I was cutting up my red onion, I was talking about the knives and how the tip breaks off. You all, look what happened. And I was doing it in the rocking motion and just broke in half on me. Like I said, I'll tell you all about good products, and even if it's good to me when I first get it and use it, if it starts to be damaged after a while, I'll let y'all know. Alright, so let's toss that. But I have also invested in another disable gadget, and it's a jar opener. Now I got some banana peppers here, and what it does is there's a spot underneath here. You put it up underneath your cabinet and you slide your jar and just turn, and it will get your jars open. Not only even if your jars, even like opening up this Olive Garden dressing, it tears through the paper for you and everything. It's been so far the best investment on, I mean, it'll do salad dressings, mayonnaise jars, and we're going to try it on our spaghetti jar as well too. Yeah, since we got our Olive Garden open, just drizzle some Italian dressing over our salad mixture. Toss it. You know, they come up in Olive Garden and ask you if you want cheese on your salad. Well, do my knockoff version. We always tell them yes, but I just do grated Parmesan cheese and just sprinkle that on top of it. And throw in a couple banana peppers, however many you like. We don't do a whole lot of banana peppers. Just throw in those, and there you go. Your salad's ready. Now our noodles should be done here in about 2 more minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get my strainer cleaned out a little bit, or maybe bring out another one and get those noodles drained. And we'll get started on the sauce. I'll be back, you all. Alright, you all, my meat and veggie mixture for our spaghetti is done. And so now we're going to just, went underneath my gadget again, unscrewed the jar of the spaghetti sauce, and I'm just going to pour this all in there. All that in there. And now what comes into place is our sugar. Well, I'm going to do 2 tablespoons for that 1.5. That's because I like sweet stuff. If you just do 1 and you like it that way, then leave it that way. And we're going to give this a quick stir. We're also going to go ahead and drain our noodles because they are ready. I've already cut them off. And we're going to let our sauce just simmer for a good about 7 minutes on low. You all look, you can see those veggies in there and the meat mixture with the tomatoes and the spaghetti sauce. Y'all see this? Pants want to slide on me. Let me show you all another trick that I do as well. My pants, and sometimes it slides on me. I kind of like put my body into my stove and my hands are kind of behind me, kind of press it to stay on that burner as well. Like I said, I'm telling you all of my tricks and how I get around in the kitchen being disabled. I'm giving it to you all today with this easy spaghetti dinner. Okay. So now since that's good, let's undo this. Set that right there. We're going to take our noodles over here to the sink and drain those. And they're nice and wiggly. Put those back in the pot. Set that over to the side. And you all, now that should be the time you should go ahead and get your garlic toast in, or whatever breadsticks or whatever kind of bread you plan on choose on using tonight. or whenever you plan on making this recipe. But those that are following me to make it tonight, then go ahead and get your bread on in. And this should only take about 5 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and get it in now, because you can start making your plates. By the time you get your plates all made, then your bread should be done. So we're going to do 5 minutes. You all check our bread, and I'll show you all what the finished product look like. I'll see y'all in a bit. Oh, I'm back, you all, and I'm gonna start plating up this spaghetti. I still got another 2 minutes left on my garlic toast, but I'm gonna show you all how I'm set my spaghetti up. Just, noodles are real stringy. I'm using a small strainer thing. Get that plate covered with those noodles, but they're not clumps of sticking together. And when you overcook them, they'll tend to stick together in a clump. The sauce is nice and simmered, so I've turned that off. I'm just gonna leave that spaghetti on there. I mean, look at all those veggies, the onions, the tomato, the green bell pepper right there. And all on your plate. Grated Parmesan cheese is up to you. If you like it, then put it on there if you want. If you don't, then don't. But I personally like it on mine, right on top of my sauce, like so. Then sprinkle with, sorry you all, some parsley flakes just to give it that beautiful color. Got that right there. Move my olive oil. You all try to decorate my table for fall, and just doing that yesterday. How many of you all decorate for fall? I get it from my mom. She does decor and loves decorating for the seasons, and grew up with that, and I try to incorporate it in my home. And she gives me all of her unwanted stuff, or try to ask her stuff that she even still wants, and she'll give me a couple of things here and there, and she give me some fall decor to decorate my table. But I'm curious to know how many people decorate for the different seasons. Let me know in a comment below. Alright, you all, got my spaghetti plated, my salad on a salad plate, and now I'm going to pull out my garlic toast or breadsticks or whatever you have. Should be about ready. Some look like they are. There's my toast. Just going to scoop that over there. These are very hot. If you're taking them out right now, be careful. And this is Nikki's easy spaghetti dinner with the nice knockoff garden salad, fresh garden salad with red onion and tomatoes, and the banana peppers, the Olive Garden dressing, the iceberg lettuce mixture, and grated Parmesan cheese. And there you go, spaghetti dinner happening in my home, and it can happen in yours. Just try exactly all of the ingredients and everything, and you will have an easy, delicious spaghetti dinner. Quick and easy. It's Saturday. I mean, there's no sense in doing all that cooking and seeing that we got Sunday coming up tomorrow. Let's do Sunday dinner tomorrow. But tonight, as for us, we're going to have a nice spaghetti dinner. And I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Like I said, if you like, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And for anybody that's out there that's had a stroke or a disability, and wants to cook, try out these recipes, try out some of the techniques that I showed you today, and you might have to come out of pocket to purchase some of the items. Like I said, most of all the items I have received lately has been from Amazon. You all enjoy your night. God bless you all. Come back and see me. Bye.